The next chapter that we take up is Deep Water by William Douglas. And before I take you through the important landmarks of this chapter, Deep Water by William Douglas, you must understand that this lesson is about misadventure. We must first understand what misadventure is. Now, any activity that involves risk, if it ends in a tragedy, it is called a misadventure. Any activity involving risk and ending in a tragedy is called a misadventure. Now, this is about William Douglas as a child, and he recounts this misadventure as an adult, and this is very important. His intention of recounting a misadventure when he was a child also is important from examination. The reason thereof is also very important from examination point of view. Why he remembers or recalls or recounts an activity and a misadventure that he experienced as a child is also very, very important from examination point of view. Now, this misadventure actually tells us about the strong determination that William Douglas had, or that William Douglas developed as he grew. The determination to overcome his fear which registered in his subconscious mind as of this misadventure. This lesson is basically about how he overcomes, simply put, how he overcomes as of his determination the fear that registered in his subconscious mind because of this misadventure. And he learned many important life lessons because of what happened with him as when he was a child. Now, coming back to the story, simply put, this story is about a 14-year-old William Douglas. 14-year-old William Douglas, who goes to a swimming pool, overcoming his fear and shyness, and waiting for others by the side of the pool. When he is all of a sudden picked up by a big bruiser of a boy. This is how the author describes this person who picks him up and throws him into the deeper end of the swimming pool, the YMCA swimming pool. And the sequence of events that take place once he finds himself chucked into the deeper end of the swimming pool, his strong determination to live, not to die, the terror that seizes him then in the pool because he did not want to die, and how he was eventually saved by some of the people. It is this experience, or the misadventure, which accentuates or aggravates or increases the fear of water that he harbored in his consciousness. Now, this particular misadventure in the swimming pool of having been chucked into the water by a young lad who had tendency to bully others, and the lessons that he learns at that particular young age, and his strong determination to overcome his fear of water, is what the lesson is about. Now, right at the beginning, I will take you through few important things. Few important things that William Douglas learned. One, he learned all we have to fear is fear itself. First thing he learned. Actually, he appreciated or understood this particular saying of the American president he understood the meaning of this saying. Second thing that he learned is that there is peace in death. Third thing he learned is that there is terror in the fear of death. These three things. He learned these very important things as of this misadventure. First, all we have to fear is fear itself. We'll understand rather what it means. Second thing he learned was that there is peace in death. And the third thing is that there is terror in the fear of death. These three things. And last two things. There is peace in death, and there is terror in the fear of death. He experiences firsthand in the swimming pool that he was ducked into by the young lad who, as I have already told you, had this tendency of bullying others. And because these are important life lessons, very important life lessons, he recounts, he makes up his mind to recount this particular bad experience that he underwent as a child because of the fact that he learned two important life lessons. There is fear in death, there is peace in death, and there is terror only in the fear of death. The adverb only is very important. There is terror only in the fear of death. As if nothing else terrorizes man any more than the fear of death. And man experiences ultimate peace in death. He hires a swimming instructor to overcome his fear. There is another important reason why he hires a swimming instructor, and the manner in which the swimming instructor teaches him swimming. William Douglas describes the methodology that the instructor uses to teach him swimming in these words: piece by piece. That is, William Douglas was taught swimming by his swimming instructor piece by piece. Now, what all this is, we will understand. You must also understand, considering the manner in which he was taught swimming, among many other factors, that this particular chapter is also a psychological analysis of fear.